from Charlotte, North Carolina, at a combined weight of over 660 pounds, Rody Rob, Adam Bomb, Bionic Brian, the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast.
And welcome to episode 640-something of the Marked Out Wrestling Podcast. We don't know. You don't know. We're just doing it. We're just going day by day. Whatever happens, happens.
Day by day.
Yes. Also, our show is affectionately known as, probably only to me, Monday with the Marks. So welcome on YouTube Live and Twitch, and welcome on the podcast, iTunes, Apple Podcast, Podbean, wherever you may listen after the show it has been recorded. So thank you for being here. We're going to talk about Raw tonight. We're going to talk about some fallout from Fastlane. We're going to talk about some build for Mania. There are some good things. There are some nuggets in the rough. I don't even know if that's the right way to say that. Is that right, Adam? Nuggets in the rough?
Nuggets in the rough does not sound right.
Never
heard of that.
No, it's diamonds in the rough.
Yes.
There's some diamonds in the rough.
Yeah.
There's definitely not nuggets.
I don't know why I was thinking nuggets. All right. Well, anyway, so there was Adam. He's talking. Brian, he said something. Say hi, Brian.
Yeah, I'm saying something. Hey, guys. Hey, Rob. Hey, Adam. Hey, Board.
You got
Hello,
to be
everybody.
saying something. You got to be saying something. And yes, speaking of board, we have Soji on the board and Stike Leather and just thousands in attendance. And we'll get to them
Those
as
are our dedicated ones.
yeah, we'll get to it as they make sense, as their comments make sense to us. I don't know. Before we jump into wrestling, I do want to. I can't start the show without giving our heartfelt love and grief to all the families in Boulder. Really fucking shitty stuff, and country's got to change. But so let's talk wrestling. So last night we had Fastlane.
Why?
Why did we have Fastlane?
Why?
Well, that is a whole. I'm going to let you go on that. But I want to say that there was a positive. There was a plus to Fastlane last night, guys. There was a plus.
It ended early?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, it ended early. It was not a fucking midnight 12:30 fucking ending as some pay-per-views do for some brands. I don't know. So it ended early. I actually think that there was some pretty good matches last night. Of course, I don't watch SmackDown like that, so the Big E and Apollo match I thought was a great match. Until the end.
Okay.
Until the end.
You don't think that end fucked it up?
Well, that's what I just said. It was a great match till the end, right? So that was good.
They wouldn't even show the fucking replay.
No.
Wait, can I ask a question?
Yeah,
What's
what?
worse?
Huh?
That ending? What's worse? That ending or the ending to the Moxley Omega death?
Oh, Moxley Omega was the main event, and
yeah.
it was much more hyped, and it was such a flop.
Moxley Omega, the end of that is going to go down in infamy next to Shockmaster.
Yeah.
That's going to be in top 10 lists 30 years from now. That's going to be brought up as like one or two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There'll be like a time capsule that Martians find 1,000 years from now, and it'll still be there.
Yeah, when the Martians become wrestling fans from all of our archives.
1,000 years? No, not 1,000 years. Probably like next Tuesday or so.
Well, they're already here. They're already taking over the
Can
planet.
you
have
unmute my
evidence
sound
now.
effects?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
That way when Brian says something dumb.
Bringo. All right, yeah. So you have the results are how we ended up with Fastlane.
Yeah, it was perfect. Again,
You were perfect?
2 pay-per-views in a row.
Were you really?
Yes. Brian was so close. He only got one wrong.
What did you get wrong?
He got Nakamura wrong.
Oh.
Knocking Seth.
Okay.
Rob, you got that one wrong, and you also got Alexa and Randy wrong.
I picked Nakamura?
Yeah,
No, I did not.
you absolutely did.
No, I
check,
did.
Check the tape.
I'm pretty sure you piggybacked me.
Yeah, and for $9.98 a month, you can check the tape and see that Rob did pick Nakamura because we did this one live because we didn't do it on our go home show because it was.
I would not pick Nakamura over Seth.
You picked it. And,
I didn't.
And
I think you're wrong. I think you're
Okay.
wrong there. Let me see the fucking sheets.
oh, well, you still got 2 wrong. So didn't matter.
Yeah.
This is like the sloppiest handwriting I've ever seen. Okay, so the Braun Shane match, that was absolute garbage last night.
That wasn't even a Braun Shane match.
Right, it was Braun and Elias,
which we redid tonight.
Right, we did that again so we could say stupid a couple more times.
Choo.
Yeah.
Wait, don't forget that, Rob.
Oh, Brian, did you hear that? I know you were in and out on the Braun match. But tonight
I was out of it. I was out of
okay,
it.
so tonight when Braun was getting ready to do his little stampede thing he does around the ring,
Yeah.
he threw his little hand up in the air and he waved it around like he's about to do the YMCA dance. And then I swear to God, the stadium, they had a sound go through the speakers that was the sound of a locomotive.
Yep.
Like during the match?
During the match, like when he went to do the run and knock somebody off like he used to do KO.
And as somebody who lived next to railroad tracks for like 6 years, it was one of those like freight railroad tracks. It wasn't like a cool like train whistle.
Yeah.
No, don't like that.
It was bad.
I looked at Adam and I said, any credibility they had in this match between Braun and Elias tonight, and to be fair, watching the match,
What credibility did they have?
in ring, bell to bell,
We like Elias. Yeah. We like, well, except for Jackson Riker, but we like Elias.
right?
No.
But bell to bell, it was a decent wrestling match.
Can we talk about Elias? This poor bastard. Every time Shane comes back, Elias becomes his punching bag for the storyline that Shane's involved in.
That's a very good point.
Did Elias sleep with his wife or something? I mean, the fuck is going on there?
Sister?
Maybe
no, sister Stephanie.
Maybe he doesn't like
Mother?
rock music or alternative. Maybe he's not a Pearl Jam fan.
Yeah, I just yeah.
So anyway, the train horn tonight was absolutely fucking. I mean, look.
Oh, dude, and that's what it was. It wasn't the horn or the whistle, Rob.
Yeah.
It was the building up of the steam. You could hear it as he was getting ready to do it. You would hear.
Yeah. They need like a Luther in the writing room, right? And I don't know who he'd be speaking for.
Luther?
You know that would they used to do
like Lex Luthor?
No, like when they did Obama on Key and Peele would do Obama, and they'd have Luther who would be like his interpreter. And Obama would say something all political and be like, "Yeah, shut the fuck up, man."
I didn't watch Key and Peele.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
You missed out on that. That's some funny shit. Anyway, he says what the other guy wants to say, but doesn't have the balls to say it. That's that guy. And there should be something in the writing room that when Vince goes, it'd be great. If it was Vince, it'd be great. I'd like to hear a choo-choo sound before he runs them over. And somebody could just stand up and say, one of the writers would be like, boss, that's great. That's really good. And then somebody go, nah, that's stupid, motherfucker. Why would you do that?
This is Vince's, to me, at the level where he probably sits in the bathtub and he farts so that it makes a bubble. And then he pops it. He tries to pop that bubble before it gets to the surface and then laughs about it.
When I see Vince, in the bathtub with all the toys, like the dude from Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure. The bag,
that level bathtub.
Yeah, he's in there fucking with his little boats floating around and yeah.
I was thinking more Billy Madison.
Where he's put the lipstick.
Conditioner is better, god damn it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So anyway, somebody should tell.
He's supposed to tap my leg.
I mean, try new things, right? Try new things. Why not? We're in an era of COVID, and try new things in wrestling. You always want to do that.
I mean, they clearly are trying new things.
Yeah.
So, Rob, we're gonna have a Camp Crystal Lake match at WrestleMania,
right? And if you want to try new things, great. Sometimes they'll work, sometimes they won't. Sometimes you could probably look at them by their face value and go, "That's not gonna work."
Ooh. Daniel Price says the little Strowman that could.
Oh,
chugga, 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 stupid.
It's not very woke of them to call him stupid.
Hey, what's up, Juan? What's up, 11?
Wait, did they actually say what kind of match they're having?
No.
Okay.
Any match you want, anytime, because you're
right.
You know what I bet it turns into? It's probably going to be a match. Let's see who can finish first.
Well, it's in Florida, so what's like a big Florida?
Rondo's got what plants crave.
Yeah,
like a Super 8 hotel or Super 9.
Oh, you know,
Super 9?
You know what's in Florida?
What?
Kurt Stallion.
So juicy.
Fuck.
If you guys got stuff on the board you want to talk about, whatever.
Well, the board's mentioning the Rhea Ripley and Asuka that we found out tonight. There's a lot to talk about here, even if you don't give a shit about it. Number one, Rhea being called up and immediately going for the title. And not just that, Rob. Guess what else she did? She dropped the C-word bomb on TV.
She said COVID on the air. She acknowledged that somebody on the roster had COVID. Is that the first time?
No, not somebody. Charlotte.
Well, I understand that, but is that the first time that we've had an acknowledgement of someone having COVID on the roster?
I thought you meant cunt.
No, Brian, you can say cunt. Teddy Two Stone Heart used to say cunt all the time on the radio.
Well, I mean, if you're in England, it's like fucking saying,
Rob
hey.
every time
Yeah,
he does
it's like
his
anything.
English impersonation says cunt.
You cunt.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking
You
cunt.
fucking cunt.
Yeah, cunt.
Anyway, where we're sorry.
God, Brian, wrong C word.
Look, hey, that's a good topic, Rhea Ripley and Asuka. I before we dig into the Mania build of, well, I don't even want to call it a build, but the Mania announcement of those two, I want to say that 2 points on Peyton Royce. Number 1 is fantastic in the ring, flawless. Fucking bell to bell.
She looked really good tonight in that match.
Yes, really, really good in the match. And then number 2, oh my God,
The dark hair, really.
the dark hair. I don't.
This is why Brian didn't watch much of Raw. He probably passed out after this segment.
I'm sorry. That woman is just gorgeous.
Well, did you guys see her promo a few weeks ago?
Gorgeous.
Yeah, they showed it right before this segment.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh.
yeah, this is why Raw, in all its faults, is way better than Dynamite, because the shit that happened online, if you didn't go to the network and watch Raw Talk, because who the fuck watches Raw
Is that
Talk?
a thing still?
Yeah.
But they showed us the 30 seconds that mattered, that
Well-
set this part up for tonight, right, Rob? We didn't need to go watch Raw Talk.
They have a whole extra hour though.
We didn't need to
kill,
watch
so there you go.
BTE or Dark Elevation or Dark Ejaculation or whatever.
Dark evaporation. Get it right.
Evaporation.
Dark snowballing.
Yeah.
What? Oh, that's weird. Yeah. So what you just said is probably true.
AEW always takes it to a weird place.
They only have 2 hours, bro. They only have 2 hours.
Yeah. So what? So does SmackDown, and so does NXT, and so does most. Let's do it. So that is
That's a great argument.
Lugo Budida Mundada Mama
Gringo.
Lugo Bubude. Rhea Ripley. So we have to be fair, right? We can't shit on one and then turn the other cheek on the other. AEW brings people in, and then boop, there you go. You're in the title picture right away. Rhea Ripley, I can't talk tonight. Rhea Ripley came in, and whoop, you're right in the fucking title picture.
And the thing is Rhea and Asuka are going to have a great match, Rob, but why is she going right there?
Because there's nobody else.
Yeah, who else is going to go, man? Who are you going to put? Dana Brooke?
I mean, I guess that's a good point, but it goes back to what Rob just said about the AEW thing. If she's going to lose,
Yeah.
don't do it.
Yeah.
So this
She's
to
gonna
me
lose.
either means that Rhea has to win, which would be weird. Imagine this on the day after WrestleMania, Rhea Ripley and Bianca Belair are the 2 champs on the main roster.
That's actually, I mean,
No 4 horsewomen in sight.
If I accept my hypocrisy and say, fuck it, deal with it, I'm being a hypocrite, then that's actually a very promising future for the women's division, I think, with those 2 at the top.
It would be a big change.
Yeah, it would be a big change. But unfortunately, you can't just take that one element and say, this is going to be great, because we're looking at the rest of the women on Monday Night Raw, and we're getting whatever the fuck, all this, the 2 blondes and a Naomi and fucking
Reginald.
I mean, this is like the tag team titles on the main roster is just their excuse to keep the Divas vision alive. That's what it is. And I'm sorry for Shayna Baszler, who's stuck in that. But this is what that is. That women's match tonight was so horribly awful, and the commentary provided by Lana was like, if that was a first date, there would not have been a second one.
Daniel Price on the board. Lacey was the original opponent for Asuka, but we know she got pregnant. And Rob, to your point there, I think this is when we started the show, there was no women's tag titles.
Yeah.
And we said that the main roster was horrible about booking any women in a storyline that had nothing to do with the belt.
Yeah.
So what did they do? All these women like Dana Brooke and all these leftovers that are not vying for the title, they went and created the tag title
So they could vie for the title.
so they could vie for a title as their storyline. Because they're like, we don't have enough creative left in us.
I don't understand you split tails. I don't know how to write for you guys.
Yeah.
Nope. Give them a belt and let them fight over it.
Let who fight over it, boss? I don't know. Pick 2 blondes.
This is the perfect time for them to bring up Rhea. Like, he looks over at Andrade and sees how well the main roster treated him. So
You know, you
Were
gotta
they
feel
champs side by side?
you gotta feel bad for
No.
Nikki Cross,
Her
right?
too, right.
Nikki Cross would have been a great opponent for Asuka if you build it right. Everybody thinks Nikki's legit in the ring, and it's very believable for her to have a match at Mania against Asuka, and yet
I don't think so. I disagree with that statement.
Really?
Not at Mania. She's not made herself legit enough. If you were saying that,
If you built
know,
her up
she-
through a year,
if you built her up for a year, fuck yeah.
Everybody-
they didn't
I mean,
build her
everybody-
up for a year. They built Bianca up for a year.
I think he's
They
just talking
actually-
about her wrestling
I'm
ability.
saying-
They built Bianca up for 15 months. If you
Okay.
go back to Rumble of last year,
I'm not saying to put her Nikki Cross in now. I'm saying that she would have been somebody great that you could have put in.
one of my favorite matches still.
And Big Stank's not getting her pregnant. So
Yeah. Io and Nikki, I believe it was Nikki's. No, it was Nikki and Asuka. It was Nikki's last night. If I'm not mistaken, last match on NXT before she moved up. It was a ladder match. It was fucking ridiculous.
it was so good.
It was so good.
Her last couple months, her last year on NXT was fucking fire.
her last run basically on NXT.
Right.
You're right. And her and Big Stank didn't even get called up at the same
Sanity.
time. Sanity was just, they didn't know what the fuck to do. One got sent back to Emporium.
Look, so everybody on the board is talking about Andrade getting cut, and they're like, "Oh, he got his release. Oh, he probably got fired." Here's what happened. I was there, right? I was in the room, and this is what happened.
You're the fly on the wall.
I was a fly on a wall, and Vince is sitting there, and he's talking to Flair, and he's like, so I see I see your daughter's dating the Mexican guy." He was like, "Woo, yeah," and then Vince, and he's like, "You want me to fire him?" And then that's what happened. That's it was all of that.
Brian, do you want to have a real conversation? Because the dirt sheet said that, we know that he asked for his release, and we know that he was denied originally. A lot of the dirt sheets are swirling around the idea that Charlotte put pressure on them to say yes.
Not only that, but there was even pressure that Charlotte was willing to sit out if they didn't release him. Like, she was just going to be like, okay, well, if you don't want to release him and he's going to sit out, I guess I'm going to take vacation too and just go chill with him. So that was my whole thing, because why wouldn't they just, like, he's the only person that I could think of in a while that's just been kind of like released no problem when they ask for it. Normally they'll, like FTR.
And most
they'll
likely
just like ice the guys until they're.
So you think she muscled up?
Until their contracts run out.
You think she muscled up?
Absolutely.
She said,
100%.
you let him go, or
100%.
I don't re-sign with you, and I go to fucking AEW.
Yeah, I think
Correct.
it was the other way around. Not Rick and Vince. I think it was
Rick and Morty.
Charlotte bucking up. But I also think, the reality is for me and you, Rob, we'll never see Andrade again, because he's most likely going to go
Dark.
to AAA,
Yeah.
or he's going to main event Dark.
I
if
saw-
he went to AEW.
I saw a post today, and it was like, "Oh, wouldn't that be so cool?" What's his other name? Not Andrade, Brian
La
Cien?
Sombra.
La Sombra. It said, "Wouldn't it be so
Yeah.
cool if La Sombra showed up on AEW on fucking Wednesday night?" And I commented to it, said, "Yeah, but he would end up in some obscure tag team or a stupid group within a week. So who cares, right?"
Yeah.
Well, he was already part of a group before he signed with the NXT. He was part of LIJ, Los Ingobernables de Japón.
He's
Oh, no,
going to join
not-
Proud
not-
and
not
Powerful,
LIJ.
and they'll name
He
him.
was a-
Daddy,
Thousand
talk to
Global.
Vince and tell him to let Andrade go.
Down in Mexico.
Yeah,
Yeah, pretty much. That's probably what
It's
happened.
not funny.
And yeah, by the way, Charlotte had COVID, so that's the other thing. She's like, I'll just stay home and give him COVID.
It's not funny. We shouldn't talk
Nah,
about.
that's not.
We
funny,
shouldn't
yeah.
joke about COVID.
Yeah,
Yeah.
motherfucker.
You're the one laughing.
I know,
just-
because it's funny. I'm sorry, it's not funny, but it's funny.
Wow.
No, I look.
This is one of those times when you would tell me just to stop.
You know what I'm in right now?
You have
I'm in a
dug
phase.
deep 3 times.
No, I'm in a phase right now. I'm in a woke revolt phase where I'm just kind of
What does that
tired of it. I'm tired of everybody being so fucking woke.
Tired of, like, cancel culture or
Yeah,
just being woke?
yeah, kind of both of those. Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah. So anyway, so
I found it funny that people attacked the police dog on Paw Patrol, and even funnier that it's Canadian, so you got no control.
This thing is so stupid. This is like,
Right? Yeah.
There's so many things that are in our lives that are so shitty that it's like, can we not talk about what this chick did in high school? Really, what she tweeted? I don't fucking care.
Yeah, I don't care at all.
Oh my god. Oh, okay. So, Miz. Wow. I don't know if this is brilliant planning or, I mean, because what a fucking roller coaster this is. Fucking a few weeks ago, he is fucking Mania bound champion, and we're like, all right, okay, yeah, I can see
he
this.
He did it once before.
Yeah, this is all right. We've been wanting him back on the mountain. There we go. Oh no, further. Are you gonna further? We're gonna drop him further. Oh, Jeff Hart. Oh, Bad Bunny. He's gonna fight a rapper at WrestleMania, and he was champion a month ago.
He's probably gonna lose to that rapper.
He's probably gonna lose to a rapper who's got Damian Priest at ringside after being champion a month ago.
Well, think about this. This is also funny. You know, John Morrison is named John Morrison because he looks like Jim Morrison.
Yeah.
You know, Bad Bunny. So we got musicians everywhere.
I just go back to the decision to give him the briefcase back. And was it just like Vince going, now how do we put it on Bobby? Well, we can just give the case back to Miz and have him jerk around, then Bobby takes it from him.
Honestly, Rob, that was absolutely it because,
all right.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't want Bobby and Drew to fight yet. So, and they wanted it to be more legitimate. Now Bobby is the champ, Drew is the challenger.
They couldn't have done it any other way than to reinstate the briefcase and then just.
Nope. It was either that or use Otis, which they didn't want to do. They're like, Miz has one fucking championship. If we give him a second and make him and allow it because he cashed in the Money in the Bank too, we fuck Punk, who cashed in too.
Yeah.
You know, so we can further erase him in the memory books. And then, fuck Otis too.
Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Go ahead, Brian.
No, I was just going to say, I'm going to put my WWE hat on right now and be the company man.
I thought you burned it.
It's not so much. This can't be like that bad of a match for The Miz. I mean, he's going against I don't know Bad Bunny personally, but apparently the guy is fucking huge. He's a mega star, singer, whatever, rapper, whatever. That's a pretty big match for The Miz, especially because he's got other stuff going on.
Yeah.
He's got the TV show. He's got his other brand outside of wrestling.
Yeah,
it's not that bad of a move.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm bitching the bitch. But we were in here talking in the studio. Of course, you weren't here, Brian. But we were in here talking in the studio, and, you know, Adam is completely ignorant of Bad Bunny. I am aware of Bad Bunny because my kids like Bad Bunny because I saw him at the Grammys and I saw how big of a star he is. So we've always said
you're also into Zombie Jesus Day.
True. So we complain a lot. You fucking threw me on my track there. We complain a lot about the celebrities that they bring in and how they use them and whatnot. Bad Bunny's he's a grade A celebrity. They got him a top of the mountain celebrity. Might not be my top of the mountain, but he's definitely, if you're trying to bring in a younger audience, he's definitely top of the mountain, you know? So, and the music, I agree to Enterprise. I think the music sucks. That's me. A million other people disagree, you know? So it's what it is. Brian likes shit that you might want to actually bite your own neck off when you listen to it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, it's hard to ride in a car with Brian.
Yeah, it's hard. But, you know, I'm not a huge fan. Brian fucking masturbates to it.
Yeah.
You know?
Well,
like
no,
the
that's
Ascension
not true.
Oh, there's my skin. My skin came off.
No, it's not that hard.
Kill your dog, screw your mother.
That's exactly it. How'd you know?
That's how it works. So, props.
Bless you.
Props. Oh, now I got COVID. Props, if I may. Bobby Lashley and Sheamus match was a decent match between two veterans.
Sheamus can go.
They can go. Here's the thing.
You didn't mention it last night, but that was a good match last night between Sheamus and Drew, even though it was quite pointless.
Oh, no, it absolutely was a great match. It was. But here is the thing. So this match, the purpose of this match was just so that that Cedric and what's his face?
Dingleberry.
And Dingleberry, yeah. Just so Shelton, just so they could interfere, and Bobby could say, "I'm the champion. I don't need you to interfere with my match." Right? That was the whole match, was just to set up that part. Then puts them in a tag match against Drew McIntyre, handicap match. And if Drew McIntyre wins, they're banned from ringside. But earlier in the night, Bobby Lashley basically told them, hey, I don't want you ringside. I don't want you helping me. And yet they still do a stipulation later that says, hey, if you lose, you can't be ringside. Why? You're being very, not contradictory, repetitive, redundant, right? When you say...
Yeah, you doubled down on the fact that they're not going to be ringside.
Yeah, it was already implied they're not going to be ringside. Bobby doesn't want them there, so now we're going to do a match to enforce his will? Is that what we're doing? Is that it?
Maybe they're being replaced by...
Kurt Stallion.
I got a great idea.
So juicy.
I got a great idea.
Apparently, Kurt Stallion's hurt.
Well, with a name like...
Daniel Price said.
He's
This just in.
It's because
news.
he's so juicy. Look, here's the thing, man. You could have done this. You could have had your opening match, and you could have had Bobby Lashley backstage say to them, I don't need you. I'm the champion. Don't make me look bad. I want to stand on my own. And that would have been fine. And it would have been a good story, and it would have made sense, and you could have carried that on. And then you know what could have happened at Mania? At Mania, Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley could have, guess what? They could just have a match. They could just have a match.
I don't know. At the same time, though, they want to make Drew look strong. Drew just took out the former tag champions and the two lackeys.
Well,
when you come from a faction that's tried and true, Rob, for the challenger to fight his way through the faction to get to the champ. A la Moxley, doing it through Inner Circle, and 1,000 times before somebody would beat X-Pac and Billy Gunn and whatever on their way to Hunter, stuff like that.
I'm going to give you what you just said, okay? So let's say they do it the angle you just said. They have to face Drew, and the consequence is what it was tonight.
Right.
Well, then you don't need the first segment. You don't need to have him saying don't help me, and then restrict them from helping him. You could do one or the other. Either one works.
There's 3 hours though. You have to fill 3 hours.
Oh,
Fills time.
Yeah, and a lot of the roster is COVID out, so limited rate.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
Shouldn't they be worried about all the other people that were like touching and around Charlotte? Like, he's a pretty significant.
We've had COVID.
Roster.
We've had COVID for a little over a year now. Do you think he all of a sudden gives a shit now?
Yeah, he doesn't.
No,
Florida is gonna Florida.
Actually, I do, Rob. I do think he gives a shit right now because he's got 3 weeks to Mania, and he's worried that in the next 3 weeks, one of his main events could get broken up by a quarantine issue.
Maybe.
That's the one thing he cares about. Because think about last year and how the entire fucking card for Mania last year was blown up.
Rob Gronkowski, he was there.
I guarantee you, if one of his main events got sick or just got tested positive but didn't have symptoms, I guarantee you're going to have this fucking match or I'm going to fucking cut your contract. And that's horrible. But that's Vince. You don't think Vince would do that
with COVID, bro?
He's in Florida.
No,
you don't think? Okay, I don't put it past him.
I know. Well, that is true. He is in Florida, so they can do whatever the fuck they want, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Soji's saying, Rob, Hurt Business ending. Lashley and MVP are going to be, the new Brock and Heyman.
I hope not.
I agree with that, but at the same time, I don't know why you have to dump, Shelton and Cedric, because really, I see this happening, but as soon as Cedric and Shelton are dumped,
they're gone.
They go back to inconsequential nobodies.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they remain a tag team.
This is the best thing you could do for them right now.
Right.
And it doesn't hurt Bobby Lashley either.
And it doesn't hurt them.
No.
It was like one of the cool things I liked. I know it was a little hokey at times. I don't think Rob was watching, but Brian, Team Angle.
Team Angle was great.
That was great. You had a tag team with the champ. Angle was running around.
Yeah.
And it just works.
No, Daniel Price says Cedric and Shelton will cost Lashley the title at Mania. No, and that's my point from earlier, is that one of the things that we've all appreciated about Mania through the years is one thing that we've all appreciated about it. It's the same thing with takeovers. Mania has been matches. It has been matches. There are exceptions. There's more exceptions than takeovers had. I agree with that. But for most part, Mania is bell to bell and a winner. That is the rule more than the exception.
Unless there's a stipulation that says otherwise. You're right. And they announced that ahead of time.
Right. But you don't get a lot of fuckery at Mania. You don't get a lot of fucking interferences. Don't
the fuckery you get is part of the match. Like, oh, there's
Yeah.
a ladder being used to fuck around. Oh, because that's legal in this match.
Yeah,
it's
No
also
holds
because it's
barred.
a blow off. This is the final chapter of a lot of the stories.
Mania.
No, now when you say that, the history books will show that there's many matches that go to Backlash.
Oh, yeah.
After
They keep going.
All right. Well, the majority of them.
Mania is the final battle of the gladiator, if you want to call it that. It is where all the bullshit ends and the words stop and the actions take place and the outcomes are handed. That is what Mania is supposed to be. It is not supposed to be where they're fucking, throwing stakes at you so the lines can get to you faster. It's fucking, let's go. All right.
Yeah, that's why Otis won't.
Oh,
And Maria Menounos.
yes.
Oh,
Whoa. What's happening?
sounds like a nuclear reactor.
Should I duck?
You probably should, because something on Raw tonight was very, very, very entertaining. And we really, 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 really liked it.
We did.
We did. We really, really, really liked it.
I've already forgotten it.
AJ and Almost had a promo in the
Oh.
ring tonight.
Oh.
Did you watch this, Brian?
I did see this.
This was hilarious. And New Day was absolutely hilarious. And
Oh,
we
yeah.
laughed and we laughed and we hugged and we laughed, and it was wonderful.
Cried a little
And
bit and
cried.
laughed some more.
They let Almost talk.
They did. You got how many words per?
Well, chocolate peanut butter was the only one that I counted where you got to say three
but
different words.
But I think peanut butter can be used as one word, so then you got two, still
Well,
two.
He was allowed 2 words for most of his responses. But yes, New Day and AJ, fire.
Yeah,
Just great.
absolutely.
I mean, it's hard to have a bad promo when you're involved with the 3 of those people, right? No, I'm not taking away anything from Almost. I thought it was an entertaining segment.
No, yeah, he held his own. He played he knew his role. He played his part.
Right.
I love seeing AJ almost self-deprecate himself, right? Just go ahead and live to the stereotype and be that. So yeah, that entire segment was great. You could give me more of that. I'm actually looking forward to the match at Mania now. I want to see Almost in the ring. I'm curious to see if Almost will become the newest member of the New Day now that Big E has kind of moved on to his own path.
No.
I'm just throwing out ideas.
No, I think he's got nothing for a while. AJ's the perfect spot for him.
Yeah.
I'm willing to bet that they win the titles. They do
Who?
a little heel run till a breakup.
Okay.
Almost an AJ?
Yeah.
Oh.
You think they'll? No, they're not going to win.
I don't think they're going to win.
I don't think.
titles,
Well,
no.
it's your pick. Whatever.
Do what you want. Man.
Let's see here, real fast. So last night in the pre-show, which I only caught the very end of it, Retribution broke up.
They should have unmasked after they broke up.
They should have.
Well, wait, no. Didn't they just kick Mustafa Ali out?
Well, yeah,
Well, they kicked his ass.
yeah.
I mean, that's.
he's the leader, and they booted him. So what now?
Yeah.
Oh man, I have no idea what's going on.
Maybe Cedric and Shelton join, and Shelton is the he changes his
Why?
name to
Can they get the Bane mask too?
What happened to Keith Lee?
Clams Casino. I don't know what.
Where's Keith Lee been? I mean, even in the locker room, they showed Ricochet and some of the other missing
he get hurt?
faces when Bobby Lashley said, I need a bounty hunter kind of thing.
He's been leaving some vague tweets over the past week or so.
Enlighten us. Give me an example.
I don't have anything on me, but he's not really saying any reason why. He's just saying like one day you'll understand why, and like, I'll try to find it if you want to talk.
Well, he did. He had COVID.
Right, and then he got engaged.
He had COVID right before Elimination Chamber, which is what kept him out of Chamber, or no, kept him out of Rumble.
Right.
Was it Rumble?
Rumble.
Right.
Okay, and then he got engaged right before Chamber.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations.
We haven't seen him since before Rumble, right? Or did we see him after Rumble?
I don't even know.
I don't remember last time.
He changed his Twitter handle to Impatient Lee, 2 words. And then the thing that he has it's pinned on it. It's his pinned tweet. He said, "I hear many of you. I see many of the messages. One day I will explain it all for the ones through to me. For now, know that I know. I'm sorry. For now, know that I more than appreciate the continued support. And when I return, it will be filled with all the love I have for those that represent this #Legion." So whatever that means.
I hope that's not a start of a new gimmick. They're just making him sit out and try to rebrand him.
Oh, the Legion of Doom.
You know what? What if he takes over Retribution? What if that's where this is leading?
Then,
No.
oh, I'm sorry, I just threw up my mouth. I had a good response, and
I
then,
don't know. I was just trying to.
Well, then he'll be reunited with his fiance. Good old Revolution. What's her name? Renaissance.
And his
Rasputin?
buddy Dominic Dijakovic.
Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin.
Ratatouille, but with larger tracts of land.
Have fun with your friends, Frankenstein.
Wait, what was her name? What is her name?
Mia Yim.
Resistance?
Mia Yim.
No. What's her fucking?
Oh, her retribution name? I don't know.
It's something with an R. Rebellion.
Ringo.
No, that doesn't start with an
help
R.
us out.
Oh, Roadhouse does.
Roadhouse. You see the owner of Roadhouse died? The owner of the Texas Roadhouse?
Roadhouse.
He died of suicide.
Roadhouse.
Well, roasted.
Oh my god.
We're going to hell. You guys want to say anything about Fiend and Randy? I don't have anything to add.
I like Fiend's new look.
I like the Camp Crystal Lake vibe.
Yeah?
We're gonna have a cinematic match, obviously.
I was telling
Reckoning.
Reckoning, yeah. I was telling Adam Bryan is that I find it extremely corny that a demon who has burned to a crisp and been resurrected has attack moves with names.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, Sister Abigail. Wait, no.
Yeah.
He's a fucking demon now. He didn't. It's. I'm
Well,
sorry.
no, okay. So what? If
He's
the
a
demon wants to
fucking
do an
demon.
abdominal stretch, the demon will do an abdominal stretch. It's whatever. It's all the same. It's
Brian.
wrestling.
It's like Paranormal Activity, and they're about to possess somebody. You're like, oh, demon splash.
Yeah, Jason's like, oh, machete chop.
Oh, Mama threw me in the lake chop. Boom. All right.
Freddy's like, finger slice.
So that's your Fiend and Randy take, whatever. All right.
I saw a meme. It was funny. It was just a picture of burnt Chucky holding a knife. And they were like,
Hey.
something like, this is just a Fastlane picture, sum up out of context or something.
I want fucking Ramblin' Rabbit to show up fucking all burnt up and charred and shit.
I want the whole funhouse to be burnt and charred. And
Yeah,
shit.
that's what I want. I want to see that. That's what I want, Vince. That's what I want. Oh, you'll get what you want.
No, what you want is Alexa.
Yeah. Man. Let me just give the there was a couple giggities tonight. Not gonna do that sound effect. That would be insensitive. Let's go ahead and
Oh.
And now it's time for a little Monty trivia.
go ahead, man.
All right, so
We gave Adam like a week to do this show. I just want to let you know.
Yeah, I got 10 questions. It's gonna go by quick. We'll see.
You have a format? Did you work out any
who
rules
won
out?
last week?
Me.
Okay.
I did probably.
No, me.
So this is the same one. We're on the road to WrestleMania, so I'm just I'm stealing Medine's old This Day in Wrestling History, and I'm just basically going back in time to a Mania of yore. We're gonna start with his normal question: who beat who? This was a multi-man match. Who beat who? You ready? Listen to the names. Rob, you won the coin toss backstage, so you were gonna go first.
I fucking didn't.
Here are the names.
I was
You weren't
backstage.
even here to witness
Yeah,
it, so who do you know? Anyway, here's the participants. Dolph Ziggler, Luke Harper, R-Truth, Stardust, Dean Ambrose, Daniel Bryan, and Bad News Barrett.
Jesus, am I picking two of those? Is that...
No, you have to tell me the one who won.
Oh shit! Can I have them real quick? Do them again, real quick. Go.
7 of them.
Go.
Dean, Daniel Bryan, Wade, Dolph, Luke Harper, R-Truth, Stardust.
Dean.
All right. Ryan, Rob says Dean. What do you say?
Oh. Dolph.
All right. That means you are both wrong.
That's 3 of the 7 they're fucking in AEW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it is Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan.
Oh shit.
No fucking ball stack.
Which
Go, Rob.
Mania was this? Brian, you get to go first. Was it 30, 31, or 32?
I know it wasn't 30. It was 32.
Rob.
Definitely was not 30. I have got to.
Just agree with me, man.
I'm thinking Kurt and Jork on 31.
All right, that means Rob won the point.
Yes.
God damn it.
No bonus points, but he was correct. It was the curtain. What belt was on the line, Rob?
I see.
Ryan.
Rob has me convinced that it was the IC.
All right, that means you both are. Sound effects don't work. There it is.
Hey.
Yeah. No, I remember us bitching about that. Like, oh yeah, fucking 30. He's on top of the world, winning all the big belts, and now he's fucking IC champion again.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that? You know.
2-1, Rob in the lead. Brian, you get to go first here. How long was the match?
Wait. Oh, okay. Let's say 19 minutes.
Robert?
I'm gonna go 23.5.
23.5. You are both wrong.
Ooh.
The correct answer was 13:47.
Ooh.
Wait, 13 minutes for a 7-man scramble match?
7-man match. Rob, what was the stipulation here? IC belt, 7 men. What's the stipulation?
Ladder match.
He says ladder match. Brian.
Yeah, ladder match.
All right, you both get a point there.
There's a push. Technically, we don't get a point.
Yeah. All right, Brian, you're up next.
All right, you're up.
What city were they in? I'll give you 3 choices. Santa Barbara, San Diego, a.k.a. Whale's Vagina, or Santa Clara. Pick your cities. Santa Barbara, San Diego, Santa Clara.
Santa Clara.
Rob.
Santa Clara.
Santa Clara is correct.
Yeah,
Clarita diet.
baby.
Rob still maintains a 1-point lead.
Shit.
Rob, how many
Are there
matches
any...
were on this card, not counting any pre-show or dark matches?
Oh,
how
Jesus.
many
I feel like this is the Mania that they just went fucking absolutely disgusting. Not counting pre-show?
Not counting pre-show.
I'm gonna say 8.
8. Brian.
9.
9. You are both wrong. It was 7.
Oh.
What? 7?
I think the next year it was like 8 or 10.
7. Brian, how many titles were defended?
We went the next year, didn't we? And it was fucking 25 matches in Orlando.
Yeah. How many titles were defended? I'm gonna say 5.
5. Rob.
2.
Wait, I want to change my answer. Can I
3.
change my answer? I'm changing my answer to 6.
I'm going to say 3.
And Rob gets the point.
Because you only had one big... Oh, sorry.
Rob, you get to go first on the next question. How many of those 3 changed hands?
I'm going to say 2.
Ryan.
2.
All right. This time you're both
correct.
Delayed.
I don't know what's with the sound effects. You're both wrong. It was 3.
All 3.
Brian, you get to go first here on the final question. I'll give you a point for each. Which ones were defended? There's 3 of them, obviously. Which ones? I'll give you a point for each one you guys get right.
Oh, I got this.
Brian, you are down 3-5.
Well,
you get to go first.
I got to send a bag.
Well, we know it's IC.
Okay.
Let's see. The WWE
Which way did he go, George?
World Championship.
Stupid.
And
what's your third?
tag belts.
It was.
All right, Rob, what's
I
your
have
three?
no idea.
It was IC. It was the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, that's what Brian said. So you each got 2.
Well, he said a WWE
said-
World Championship.
Whatever.
It's different.
Well,
And it was the women's belt. Women's
All
champion.
right, so you both got 2 out of 3. The third one was the U.S. Women was not defended. You know why? Because there was a great Paige and AJ Lee taking on the Bella Twins match instead.
Oh, that's right. This is pre fucking Evolution.
what fucking
Yes.
year is this? Where am I? What show?
No, I
This
remember.
is 31 in Santa
31.
Clara.
Was he?
What year is that? It's like a.
Well,
It's
this
like
year
black.
is 37. This
Oh,
is
30, okay,
31.
okay.
So subtract
Okay.
6 years,
I don't- yeah.
2015.
Sorry, I had a moment.
Was it Seth and Sting for the U.S.?
No,
No.
this was the year that Triple H fought Sting.
Oh,
I
and
thought-
he had like the Terminator entrance.
Yeah. Okay. I thought it was 30, but it was 31. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh, so this is
So-
Rusev and Cena.
Yes, that was the U.S. title match. was
Rusev and
Rusev
Cena.
and Cena.
Yeah.
I won, is what you're trying to say.
No.
No, Rob, once again, 2 weeks in a row kicked your ass. There's only 3 weeks to go till Mania, Brian, so you only got 2 shows to catch up. Rob, you know what you get for winning?
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Actually, I don't believe he should. I think he actually should lose a point because it's WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
Yeah, I was
Well,
just.
it wasn't
I'm surprised
close.
that you gave me that point.
It wasn't close.
I don't
so
care.
I gave him a charity
No,
point.
I don't want. I don't want him getting.
I don't
charity.
want your charity points.
I want to beat.
Get
I want
them
to
away
beat
from
his
me.
ass. I want him fucking.
Yeah.
I want him to
wants
cry
to eat my
when
ass.
it's done. What?
Say, eat my ass?
This is Roderick Strong, and I approve this method.
So,
Oh.
did you tell the audience about them being able to go to Patreon and they can live react with us?
Well, we haven't put down the details yet, but it looks
Oh.
like what we're gonna do is, if you subscribe to Patreon, you can watch Mania
Yeah.
with us.
It's like Mystery Science Theater 3000. You'll watch along with us. We used to do this on
Yeah.
Hot Mic, but now we
And
can do it on Patreon.
It's not like you have to watch us on a separate screen and then watch Mania over here. You can watch us with Mania all in one. $9.98 patreon.com/MOWP to subscribe. We're working the bugs out, but that's the plan. That's the plan.
How many
So,
weeks do we have? 3 weeks?
3 weeks.
3 weeks. 31
3
was the Seth Cash-in Perfect 11 wants to add. Yes, it was. He added himself to the Brock Roman match.
And let me be very clear about something. If you're going to come in and watch the match with us or watch Mania with us, if you think you're coming in and watching some fucking courtside fucking color and color commentary, this is not going to be that. This is us as we watch it, as we do.
What did we go on a tangent of for a while at last one?
Kylie Jenner,
Oh, yeah.
how much of a bitch she is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we go way off topic. If you're looking to try and watch WrestleMania by going to our Patreon thing, that's not going to happen. If you're looking to just chill out on like a Zoom call with some buddies,
No, you'll still be able to watch it. We're going to have
watch it.
We're going to
You just
have
to
the
hear Michael Cole.
Yeah, you'll have it playing and us three on the side in little fucking
damn pal,
boxes like we're in the fucking Brady Bunch, you know? The Brady Bunch. Dun, 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 dun,
the
the Brady
youngest
Bunch.
one.
So,
Who knows? Maybe by then I'll be able to have my shots and I'll be able to.
shots,
Well, I'll be able to
shots,
in
shots.
a room together.
Brian, we
No,
don't believe anything.
If you got your shot today, then yes. But if you got your shot in a week from now, then you go 3 weeks before you do anything, right?
yeah,
So you're fucked. You're fucked no matter what, Brian.
yeah, quit lying.
Lying. By the way, Brian, I got yelled at 2 days ago.
Why?
It finally happened.
Why?
Kara's like, we don't have any family photos. Can we use all your photography stuff and
Oh,
get the camera and take a family photo? I'm like, yeah, Brian
don't
has.
say that.
Brian has my camera.
Wait, but that happened to me like 3 or 4 months ago. We have our family photos, the ones that Brian helped me take, and then we have the second round, and the last one I have is Grayson's a baby. We gotta fix
No,
that.
that's fine, but that's not because Brian stole your camera and took it to Virginia.
Well, it kind of is because Brian, when he stole your camera, used it to take the last pictures I took.
Not even that old. I recently bought this thing. I haven't really played with it as much as I wanted
Hey,
to
I
yet.
offered to mail it, and you said no. It's
Yeah, I
better
don't want
off
my
just,
shit
like-
going through the mail.
Well, I
Yeah,
would
dude, the
pack it
post office
nicely.
is pissed.
Yeah,
Still.
they're
No,
throwing shit
everything,
around right now.
All that stuff
It's
mellowed
like
out.
Ace Ventura at the beginning of the movie with I got a package, he's slamming it everywhere.
See you Wednesday night.
You're gonna put that on me. I'm not gonna have a hard time sleeping now.
Don't you put that evil on me, Brian.
Don't you do it, Ricky Bobby. Wednesday night. Who won Wednesday? AEW, NXT.
Mongo McBias.
Don't forget to check out markedoutgear.com. Get a shirt. Marked out. One word. 10% off your order. Is that a Mongo doll?
Nope.
What kind of doll is that? I can't see because your camera's going in and out because you're too scared.
Show us on the doll where you were
He's too scared to show us his background.
Can't see?
No,
see it?
because your camera keeps.
Oh, I have my background on. That's right.
Yeah.
Here,
Just tell us what it is, please.
Here, you can't see him.
Oh, is that? It's one of the Bucks, isn't it? I see by the stupid pose.
Yeah,
I can tell. All right, yeah. Mark out like no one's watching.
Bye.
I'll catch you on the flip side.
Marked Out Podcast is produced and edited by U-Record Studios and is recorded live from Charlotte, North Carolina. Subscribe, follow, and listen to us live following WWE programming on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook Live. Download the podcast by following us at podbean.com or subscribe on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. While you're there, go ahead and give us an honest and fair review and rating. Finally, if you have enjoyed our product and would like to see us grow, please donate to us by visiting the donation link below our live video, or you can donate via Venmo and Cash App at the handle Ravepro. That's RAVEPRO.
You're listening to the Electronic Media Collective Podcast Network. Yeah, it's a mouthful. For more great shows, visit electronicmediacollective.com.